Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zara Berserk. Sorry, I just have to put my headphones on and fix the mic. Seems that Prophet Muhammad and his Allah got this Allah from the pagan Arabs. The name Allah. So he doesn't have much knowledge about the deities, the pagan polytheists. He thinks, like in Surah Baqarah at 120, they say, I think here, they say we follow what our forefathers were following. And when it is said to them, follow what Allah has revealed, they say rather we follow that which we found our fathers doing, even though the fathers understood nothing, understood not anything. Of course, the fathers must have understood something, right? So, well, it says that the female deities are rebellious Satans, satanic. Oh goodness. So, although directly I might, well, it's going to take a long time, even though for me, no help and people coming here obstructing me and terrible lies and deceiving junk I get from people here coming here. Like the previous one, Christian or so-called Christian, I don't know who he was. So getting junk, a lot of junk here. I was thinking of closing my live chat completely. No comments, for these junk people coming here. Very sickly. God knows which mother gave them birth. Such junk. The example of those who disbelieve is like that of one who shouts at what hears nothing but calls and cries. Deaf, so they do not understand. I don't think Prophet Muhammad nor his this Allah would know of the polytheists. So, oh, you will believe, eat from the good things which we have provided. Something here. He only commands you to do evil and commit acts of indecency and to ascribe to Allah the things concerning which you have no knowledge. See? They have no knowledge. So even I don't have knowledge where the deities, female deities and all come from. Only what I have knowledge is what the scripture tells me. O you people, eat of what is on earth, lawful and good, and do not follow the footsteps of the evil one, for he is to you an avowed enemy. And those who followed were safe. Only we had one more chance. Thus Allah showed them the fruit of. What else is there? Then would those who are followed clear themselves of those who follow them. They would see the penalty, and all relations between them would be cut off. All relations with them would be cut off. No, you have a relationship. Hindus have a relationship with Sri Krishna, Radharani. Yet there are some who take others as equals to Allah and love them as Allah alone should be loved. So there's a problem in this verse. I don't know whether it's 165 of Surah Baqarah. And among the mankind who takes from besides Allah equals. Again, equals. They love them as they should love Allah. And those who believed are stronger in love for Allah and Allah alone. So this is what you've been taught. And if those who wrong themselves so these are, how could they wrong themselves? I mean, okay, so they are zalim. Please tell us what this is. Can't seem to figure this out. They are criminals. Killing people, I don't know, for the faith or mankind. Footsteps. This is the footstep of Satan, he says, is Allah. So how do you? No, you would know because she was given a son. This angel came in the form of a man. Men are not evil. M16, hello. Says hello, M16. She placed a screen on herself. From them, she went into hijab. I think it says here. Hijab. So those of you Muslims still, we thought that the Shias have got it. Bibi Fatma Zahra has told them do hijab. This is the hijab. Best stay away from men. Good night to you. Thank you. Good night to you. A very good night to you too, M60. So then she took from them a screen, a hijab. Then we sent to her our spirit. Then he assumed for her the likeness. Of a man, well proportioned. So God can send angels that come in a man's form, well proportioned man, well shaped man. This is not satanic, and of course you don't worship the angels, right, Muslims? She said, indeed I seek refuge in the most merciful from you, so leave me if you should be fearing of Allah. God couldn't send a female angel to Hazrat Maryam. He sent a male angel. She sent an angel in the form of a man. Goodness. Okay, so she gets a miracle here, as we are told. So we need to, we just have to believe that this is true. Another thing is that being all alone here, and every time I get disturbed. Very good. Thank you so much. Who was he? A so-called Muslim, Christian, so-called Christian. Sounded like a Muslim to me. Pakistani. But very garbage stuff I get here. Garbage people. Harassing and all this. Zulmi and, I was a Hindu before. You can't be a Hindu. You don't know anything. Look at this, what Parveen has found out. Don't know anything about what, and from out of the frying pan into the fire. This nonsense here, NASA confirms the miracle of Allah. Now this could be the moon god. God, these Muslims are now going out of, God knows what lies. First we were told that the one who went to the moon, what was his name? Heard the azan. There. Allahu Akbar. What if the moon god gave an azan? And these, these fake gurus and all. I don't know why they're compromising. About fake gurus, this channel Countercurrents sounded like a Muslim. India has fake gurus and all this. So I told him that the Islamic state, we don't have, Islamic states don't have this fake gurus. I said, first of all, your prophet was a false prophet. Why do you need fake gurus to have fake gurus when your prophet and Shias, by the imams were false? So your Islamic state doesn't need. And then you have these religious scholars following this false prophet. And the effects you can see in the Muslim world. So very this thing that, the Islamic world doesn't have fake gurus, and the Indian country, India has fake gurus and babas. You don't need to have fake gurus. You already have the fake false prophet Muhammad. Where is that outstanding? This temple is made of. Is it that Parveen? What's his name? Parveen. Where is it? I got on the like. Where's that? I'm trying to find that video here. So, your shadow will disappear. Pseudo science behind Modera Sun Temple. Parveen Mohan. Amazing, this temple. How it's made so many years back. Ancient times. Your shadow will disappear. So, now the new, if you are an Indian and you have left Hinduism to join, to become a Christian, well, you've come a level way below. The Guru's also compromising with these Muslims. Really, it is what some Indian. They are not original. They're not those really good rishis or what. We don't have any more. We have the modern Gurus compromising with Islam. I think they're afraid the GCC and Islamic world, but the Islam. This is the problem. So, Indians who are working in the GCC also, they have to compromise. The Gurus have compromised. These are not original, true Gurus of India. Except who celebrate Christmas, putting Santa Claus hat and all this. I've seen Sri Ravi Shankar ji do that. Merry Christmas and all this. Whereas some of these Christians, you don't know what they think about you, and the missionaries who cause great oppression, converting Hindus. So you won't find professional stuff, Christianity. I'm not sophisticated knowledge. Although, okay, I'll take Rumi, or who said Hafiz. Sophistry is from Satan. Simplicity, Ishq as Adam. Ishq comes from Adam. And sophistry comes from Shaitan. So, and Muslims also, ex-Muslims, either they become atheists, or I'm not saying come to polities, I'm not going to, but I will definitely give my witnessing of Radha Rani one day. It's up to you. That's my personal life about some things, who I'm connected with, or what I feel, maybe ungrounded, maybe I'm wrong, but Radha Rani stands as one of the best. Sita Devi is there and all this. I can't deny Lakshmi Devi and all. I don't think they are. I can't say they're satanic. This much, and this much I can say now is that this one doesn't know in depth about polytheism. When you see the message, also one of the Christian and a priest in Africa says he says that there are people who don't understand polytheism, idol worshipping, and so you can even read where There's a Fatima the Gracious book on Fatima, the Prophet's daughter, Fatima the Gracious. She was like a goddess. She did not menstruate. She wasn't a normal human being. And oh yeah, and she also was from the light of Ahmad, Prophet Muhammad. She was that light apart. I don't know how I can't understand what the Shia say about this light. So Prophet Muhammad has written, no, said things, sorry, not written. It's come to us in written form, but Prophet Muhammad has said things about his daughter Fatima. Let me see the contents here. She's on the way to a blessed transcendental Fatima. Let's see, events. Her birth, the angels came down, or what? Light of genetic inheritance became clear to us. Sacred messenger and Ahlul Bayt. The Shias don't worship Fatima, right? But you can say what you like against the idol worshippers. Shias also, Muslims, you can say what you like. As long as my head, doesn't crack, and anyone who comes here with mischievousness, I hope I can say, trying to deceive us and all this. Don't know where they are. I hope I can be civilized with you. Maybe you haven't had that in your life through your mother upbringing, and that's what's lacking. No, but in Karachi, no matter how, oh no, like no matter how civilized you are with rapists, they say rapists will rape, right? No matter how much, oh yeah, you can even go down on your knees and beg them not to rape you. So why am I being so naive? That's right. So, these lies told by the Christians now, that Allah was oh my goodness, Allah was a polytheistic deity, right? Don't try to change history. Christians also, everything they want to own, the Christians. Allah was, wait, if you go to Allah, maybe some of you Europeans and all, you have come to, do a deep study, but still now I don't trust you people. Two possible etymologies of the name Allat. Medieval Arab, possible. Idol of jealousy erected in the temple of Jerusalem, according to the book of Ezekiel, which was offered an oblation of barley meal by the husband. Etymology takes Allah, the feminine form of Allah. She may have been known originally form of Allah to be the feminine form of Allah. Etymology takes Allah to be the feminine form of Allah. So we don't know for sure anything like about, I think she was, Allah was worshipped by the pagans and originally by the pagans. Right? So you don't know about your Jesus even, you see? And you want to bring Allah to your Aramaic God in the Bible and all this, so that you can debunk what Sam Shamoun has said against, you know, that about Yahweh. We have a God, Yahweh, and that's our God. But you Muslims, Allah, where does Allah come from? And this is not the Allah worshipped by us, Jews and Christians. Sorry, excuse me. So this. And maybe today, maybe the Shias will feel that whatever Sam Shamoun and all were doing, they were, you know, helping even the Shias actually, Rob Christian and all, Christian Prince. The Grinder, a Jew, mythological role, of Baal. So there were many gods coming from everywhere to this place, wherever the Kaaba was. So I have to do my research from zero, nothing. I don't trust in any Christian history, nothing, nor the Bible. Ah, the word Gharanik is translated as most exalted females by Faris in his English translation of the Book of Idols. We don't have anything original, but we have to guess, yes. According to Islamic tradition, I can't believe in the Islamic tradition like this. Uh, so, are you the males and it's the females? What is this? Really? How he's blaming the polytheists? You mean the polytheists made for them males themselves and for God females? What? So the Sunnis say that following this ayat in the Quran, this ayat, have you thought of Allah and Al-Uzza and Manat, the third, the other? Satan tempted him to utter the following line. These are the exalted Gharanik, whose intercession is hoped for. In Arabic. Following this, the angel Gabriel chastised Muhammad for uttering that line, and the verses were abrogated with the new revelation. Are yours the males and his the females? That were indeed an unfair division. The majority of Muslim scholars have rejected the here it says, but they've rejected, majority of them, the historicity of the incident on the basis of the theological doctrine of Isma, prophetic infallibility, i.e. So if the Christians tell you that what is this? This is in the minority. Like we Shias also, you would say What is this? Some of the Muslims believe in. Nauzubillah, right? That Prophet Muhammad uttered these satanic, as they say, satanic verses about the idol, feminine, female idols. So you have your day, right, for this. You think your Fatima Zahra, Prophet's daughter, is the most exalted. Raziyat al-Marziya, al-Marziya, al-Raziyah, al-Batul, the pures, al-Zakiya. And yet you say that this is doubtful, but some Muslims have this recorded. I don't know which Muslim. Ahmad ibn Ka'b, Ibn Ishaq, biographer, Ibn Ishaq, I think. So Satan tempted him to utter the following line. These are the exalted Quranic whose intercession is hoped for in Arabic. So you can go ahead and disrespect the female deities all you want, because that's your way, you Muslims. Because there's so much power here in the Muslims, and I am obliged to be grateful. Financial help is not coming from. Sorry, they won't let me say that. It's coming from Lakshmi Devi Zahra. Zaid ibn Amr. So you can do as you like, Muslims. Just, killing for, it's not only Surah Kafirun, for me, my religion, for you. You can have a look at this. But why cherry pick, right? Like my father would say. When I was doing research on reincarnation, my father said, you are cherry picking. That's not cherry picking. The verse pertaining, which allude in the Quran, I was looking at those verses when like how can you not be resurrected? So I had to see, closely examine those verses, whether we could have a reincarnation. See, O disbelievers, I do not worship what you worship, nor are you worshippers of what I worship, nor will I be a worshipper of what you worship, nor will you be worshippers of what I worship. For you is your religion, and for me is my religion. If this was there, only this, it would have been great. But only this is not there. Surah Kafirun. You see, live and let live. You worship what you want to worship. I will not worship what you worship. But there's more. Here in Surah Tawbah, there's more. Polities are nijas. You see, it's hypocritical, this Surah Kafirun, which would make you Surah Tawbah. Polities are nijas. Oh, you who believe the polytheist, 28. Oh my God. So please live and let live. If that was the case, if Surah Kafirun and in Ayatul Kursi, Surah Baqarah, there is no compulsion in religion. Truth stands out clear from error, right? Then live and let live. So I was doing this because I'm a truth seeker and I have my emotions and I feel I've been badly lied to and deceived. So I was an ex-Muslim. It's affected me psychologically every way, deep inside, emotionally. So I'm doing this. If you don't like it, don't come here. You have a choice. But for God's sakes, if I found out in my own Shia, don't kill people for leaving their religion and blame them for, falsely accusing the Prophet, things like that. Oh, you have believed, indeed the polytheists are unclean. So let them not approach Al-Masjid al-Haram after this. Now it's very common sense. Why would they expel Prophet Muhammad when they were in earlier days? This Kaaba, we are told, was for all people. Even the ayat is there. For citizens as well as other people. All people could come and worship there. O you who believe, believers, those who associate others with Allah in His divinity are unclean. Common sense says that, why would they expel Muhammad? You're saying, oh, because they expelled Muhammad and they tortured the Muslims in Makkah. That's why that's why. This also, that's why this ayat, 28th ayat. For goodness sakes, lying is a big sin in your religion. And yet you're going to be like Abraham lying. You haven't come to that status of Abraham to even lie like that as Muslims. But no doubt Abraham lied. But you haven't even come to that status of Abraham to lie. Go and sacrifice. Have you heard that God tell you to go and sacrifice your son? You haven't reached that imamat stage of Abraham. You haven't reached that prophethood stage of Abraham. You are not called the Shia of Nuh that Abraham is called. And you're lying, using taqiyya, dissimulation. We were told in Shia Islam to use dissimulation when your life is in danger. Like I now, knowing the Shia religion, how they use taqiyya, I can use to save my life from these crazy Shias who would have me, these religious scholars, marjas, who would have me confined to my house or kill me for leaving my religion. These are crazy people. So I can do taqiyya for that. Why should they kill me? Now I know that this religion, even the imams have lied. Stubbornness there, to like a rebellious stubbornness like Satan, to no end. Oh, so I said it, right? No, the deities, the female deities, if you say, are rebellious Satans, even the imams are rebellious Satans. It shows because, the polytheists will not kill you. The polytheists were not killing people. Because of religion, they weren't killing people. You could go there to the Kaaba, give an offering, give Bibi Maryam's image, picture, a mother of Jesus. Believers who associate others with Allah and His divinity are unclean. So after the expiry of this year, let them not even go near the sacred mosque. It doesn't say that they expelled, that's why I don't allow them. Now God has put, and this is for your information, if you don't know, which I got some information regard why this. I got some information from Christians who criticize Islam, like Dr. David Wood and Jay Smith and Sira International and all these channels and people on YouTubers. So now can you not see here? Can you not see here? Why are they being, asked to leave the sacred mosque? So after the expiry of this year, let them not go near the sacred mosque. And should you fear poverty, Allah will enrich you out of His bounty, if He wills. Surely Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. Now the case is different here for cleaning the sacred mosque and keeping them away from the sacred mosque. So the Muslims can't hear anything against the Prophet. But you know very well that your Prophet and your Allah, He used very, very cleverly Allah to tell you how the female deities are satanic. It's been a mountainous thing for me here. And you want to subdue us. You want to break us. Sending, harassing people, annoying me. Every time I have to go off balance, cracked head. And the Christians will be proud, saying, "Oh, we bless. Oh, we bless." You bless the one who is Sam Shamoun type, who abuses others, bullies others. God is with him, your God. Jesus Christ definitely must be with them. That's why. And Pakistanis, oh God, out of the frying pan into the fire. You know, there's this lady in London who came into my hostel and she told me, "Why did you go to a clairvoyant?" She got so angry at me, she stopped talking to me. I mean, Christianity is also very tough and very strict. It's not like partying. Adam Seeker will not, he might go to a pub with his Christian friends, with Rob Christian, youngsters, party. Clubbing, and get a lot of attention from YouTubers. I mean, Dr. David Wood is screaming out loud, telling you that Jesus Christ, what miracle are you getting? His friend, Nabil Qureshi, got cancer. Look at the foolishness of you Christians. I mean, you're praying for people's health and this and that. Behind your backs, they must be laughing at you. How deceived are you? I can tell you, they must be shaking hands with Shias. Even Dr. David Wood, Sam Shaman, Christian Prince, behind your backs. With Shias, definitely. Shias never thought that they could be defeated academically, like I'm defeating them here. Jesus showed me the light. Jesus saved me. Jesus cured. That day, sorry to say this word, someone had come. I read Psalm 15. Jesus cured my this. I wonder. Sorry. There are people dying. There's Nabil Qureshi had cancer. He left Ahmadi Islam and he became a Christian. What happened to me? He had cancer and died. You people are being fooled and deceived. I don't know what, maybe you are not, I don't know what the YouTubers are doing with this. Oh, if you come to Jesus, Jesus will give you a miracle and you will be healed. You just pray, Psalm this or call on Jesus. Do you think Nabil Qureshi, he changed his religion? Jesus didn't come to cure him. Recently, I'm told Dr. David Wood's child passed away, son passed away. And some Christian is saying, oh, look at the Christian unity and help here, sending donations and helping and all this. Oh my God, who are you fooling? Only yourselves and others. I can tell you there are many miracles in my life. As a Shia, I saw many miracles. And some who were not cured, we would say, God knows best. We can't say anything about them. My grand aunt, who was a service lady, had stomach cancer. She didn't commit a sin, not that I know of. So, I don't know what this is. Christians, so the history given by Christians or anyone by the Western world, I cannot trust. I have to do this on my own. Even the Hindus I cannot trust because, they've compromised gurus nowadays. They've compromised. Even Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, even Sadhguru of Isha Foundation, they've compromised with Muslims. Maybe because, the Muslims also, some UAE sheikhs I saw, Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji had invited. So they have to compromise. Rakhna padta hai na, you have to keep that relationship and compromise. But I'm not going to compromise. The sheikhs will be devastated if they come here and see this. They'll say, she's a hard nut to crack. Right? So, I will not compromise, not academically. So I can tell you through these ayats, some of them were the good things about polytheists and this prophet unfairly and it's Allah, water also. So here, first and second one point is that here in Surah Tawbah 28, They're unclean, so they should leave Masjid al-Haram. So let them not approach Masjid al-Haram. It is not because they broke a pact and they tortured Muslims, but now they're unclean. So Surah Kafirun now doesn't apply to this verse for the against the polytheists. Then we have another one here, which is Surah. Where was I going? Oh, same surah maybe. The do they think providing water for the pilgrims? Providing water for the pilgrims. And if you're going to say that our scriptures say that these female deities are satanic, well, you better think twice. And we did not mean to be rude because there's another, Allah has made them, Allah says they are satanic. But think about it. So the Hindus, they worship a deity. So what has your Allah done? You know what your Allah has done? What has your Allah at least made you think? About them. Their worship, their deity, female deity. Do you think this could be a true Allah? Making you think wrong things, evil thoughts about their female deities. And blaming the polytheists of thinking evil thoughts about Allah in Surah Muhammad, the ayat is. Have you not 19 of Surah Tawbah? Look at this verse, how unfair it is for the polytheists. Have you made the mere giving of water to pilgrims and the guardianship of Masjid al-Haram as equal to the works of one who has believed in Allah and the last day and exerted his utmost in the way of Allah? They are not equal. Surah Tawbah at 19. Look at this. In Surah Muhammad, hasn't this Allah made you think evil thoughts about the ones they worship? What has Radharani done? But you will get that evil thought. Now there are Muslims. There are Mughals since Mughals came, and even before Mughals there were Muslims in India. So in Surah Muhammad, I think, they think there's a punishment. Punish. Allah will punish. So the Shias leave it for the last day. Oh, goodness. Okay, so is he who is on clear evidence, you are told, from his Lord, like him, to whom the evil of his work has been made attractive, and they follow their own desires, pursue their lusts. And you see, Prophet Muhammad never pursued his lust. But I can tell you he did, and I can show you an ayat in which, if you like the beauty of women, even if their beauty attracts you, what is that apart from Allah? Shouldn't Allah, the most beautiful, attract him? Who loves beauty? Okay, Allah loves beauty. Oh my goodness. How many women did he marry? It's the description of paradise. And yet you have told us that he married widows to help them. There's an ayat against, at least, no. If he married widows to help those widows and those slave captives, then the ayat should have been in Surah Azab, ayat 52, should have been, you're not allowed to marry those women or exchange them with others, any more women, and exchange them with others, even if you want to help them. Why not, right? Even if you want to help them. It doesn't say it like that. It says, even if the beauty please you. However, what your right hands possess, you can, if you, so that you can help them. It doesn't say it like this. You can marry, no, you can have what your right hands possess. Is it in Surah Fat ayat? Allah will punish. So know, Muhammad, that there is no deity except Allah. And for the believing, Allah knows. Where is that ayat? And those who believe say, why has the surah not been sent down? But when a precise surah is revealed and battle is mentioned therein, battle. Those who believe, why not? Has been revealed the surah, but when is revealed a surah precise and is mentioned in it the fighting, you see, fighting. Do you attack marriages for the sake of prostitution, or what is it? Pardon? Marriages for the sake of prostitution? M16? Sorry, it's not clear. What are you trying to say? Look at this. Kill? No. Allah will, where's that? Huh? Allah will punish the hypocrite men and women. Sorry, I didn't get your question. And polytheists. Do you think it's right for Allah to punish polytheists, men and women? Because they're polytheists. That Allah may punish, Surah Azab ayat 73. Where was I going? Sorry? When did I say anything about marriages being sake of attack? Do you attack marriages for the sake of prostitution, or what is it? Sorry, what are you trying to say to me, M16? Marriages are not sacred in this religion. It's just a contract, aqad. And I'm not attacking anything on my own. How would I attack marriages for the sake of prostitution? It's your Allah who has brought legalized prostitution by muta, what your right hands possess. Yeah, a very good question. Meaning Allah stopped Prophet Muhammad. Okay, I'll come back to perhaps not. Look, polytheists, men and women, Allah will punish for their faith. Allah can accept their faith. The degree of their intention is important, even if they worship a stone. Look, M16, sister, brother, whoever you are. Surah Azab ayat. I'm not attacking. I'm just saying, very good question. Why has your prophet been stopped from marrying? It is not lawful for you, women, after this, to marry other, in brackets. So, good question. Sister, I hope you are female, right? Marriages come with rights and obligations for both partners in Islam. It isn't all about sex. Yes, but mutta is what your right hands possess, right? So it is not me putting a stop to Prophet Muhammad's marriages. It is Allah here, not it is lawful for you to marry. Nisa laku. What does it? You know, to marry they have to put in brackets. Do you see this, sister? Women. Not for you, not it is not lawful for you, women, after and not to after this, and not to exchange them for other wives. Exchange them for other wives. Okay, yes, that means that you divorce, and this is the way Allah puts it. It's very confusing. Even if pleases you, their beauty. No, to be attracted by beauty. How can Prophet Muhammad be attracted by beauty? Allah is telling the Prophet Muhammad here, not even the Sahabas, nor even the Muslim believers. This verse is only for Prophet Muhammad. Sister, and you know what is a marriage? Yes. You know very well what a marriage is. But you know what nikah is? Sexual intercourse. Contractual sex. Contract is aqad. Nikah is not marriage. Doesn't mean marriage, right? So, you must be a Pakistani who doesn't know that nikah does not mean marriage. In nikah, in Pakistan we say nikah. Nikah is a bad word. So even the Arabs here, you know, my father's side family members, stop saying nikah. Come to the nikah of my daughter, and you know, this one so and so's son. Because you know, nikah means sexual intercourse. So what do they say? M16, you know what they say, the Arabs here? Come to the aqad. Aqad is just a contract. You can have a business aqad contract. Contractual agreements. I thought they were avoiding nikah, the word, because it's not in the Quran, but it's a Pakistani word, Urdu word for marriage. I wish you had Arab relatives who had lived in Pakistan but, went back to their country. So, after some years, I joined my father, like I have. They came back to the country, Arabia. They don't say, we're having a nikah. They say we're having a aqad. Aqad is a contract. But how are they going to say wedding contract or marriage contract? They can't say that because the word is not decent. They can't find it, a decent word, in the Quran or in their religion. Seems like it. So they took the word aqad, contract, to mean nikah, marriage contract. No, it is the marriage in Old Arabic. The Emirati usage has nothing to do with the Quran. No, it's not Emirati usage. It's the Shia family in Emirates. What would you say then? They came from Pakistan. They used to say nikah in Pakistan. My father still says nikah when he's in Pakistan. But when he's in Emirates, he goes with the aqad, right? So why did the Emirati Shias, my father's family, stop saying nikah? Tell me. Because of Emirates usage? That even if the Shia religious scholars coming, Emirates usage? I don't think so. Emirati usage. What does the old dictionary of the old Arabic language say? I don't know, I can never search it out like that. But nikah means, let's see what nikah means. Someone's tweet, Tariq, nikah means sexual consummation of marriage. Wiki Islam. In Old Arabic? Let me see if okay, let me check Old Arabic. You still not means in Old Arabic. Coitus or sexual intercourse. Arabic word nikah means coitus or sexual intercourse. This is Tariq Fatah on Twitter. Okay. In dictionary, nikah means merging or coming closer or sex, but it literally means getting engaged in a relationship. Marriage. Quora. This is I don't know. Where shall I go? Aqad al-Nikah, contract of marriage. Have you searched out? Can you tell me in Old Arabic what it means? Literally the act, encyclopedia.com. Shall we go to a very neutral? Literally the act of nikah, literally the act of sexual intercourse. Nikah is the term by which marriage is referred to in the Quran. Islamic law defines nikah as a civil contract whose main function is to render sexual relations between a man and woman. This it. Any sexual relations outside the nikah contract constitute the crime of zina. It's a sexual relations. It means sexual relation and are subject to punishment. In practice, nikah is enacted in a ceremony intertwined with religious symbolism and rituals such as the recitation of Al-Fatiha. The point that I gave about Prophet Muhammad, see, it means sexual relations now. Which Old Arabic are you talking about? In Old Arabic also it means this, please. Nikah, literally the act of sexual intercourse. Oh my goodness. Islam Stack Exchange. In the modern written Arabic, nikah is defined as marriage. But since you asked the Old Arabic means sexual intercourse, the act of sexual intercourse. M16, did you get this? So I'm saying here, after the Quran ayats like these, when you read about the deities, female deities, killing my ears. Ah, painful. Uh, what will your thoughts be? If you come to me and say, like you said, right, that why do you want to be rude against Imam Hussein? I was academically showing that Imam Hussein is a liar. And so I needed to show that even his Allah does not have uh, the exact knowledge of the in-depth knowledge of this the deities where Lakshmi Devi comes from. Now we have this Lakshmi Devi. Trying to show you some ayats that I chose, one of them for sure. You know that they follow what their forefathers follow, and they know nothing what their forefathers were following. They know nothing of it but just blindly following their forefathers. That ayat. Now who is Lakshmi Devi? Who is Lakshmi? She who leads to one's goal, also known as Shri, noble, is one of the principal goddesses in Hinduism. She is the goddess of wealth, fortune, power, beauty, fertility, and prosperity, and associated with Maya, illusion. Along with Parvati and Saraswati, she forms the Tridevi of Hindu goddesses. Whenever Vishnu descended on earth as an avatar, Lakshmi accompanied him as consort. For example, as Sita and Radha or Rukmini, as consorts of Vishnu's avatars, Rama and Krishna, respectively. The 8 prominent manifestations of Lakshmi, the Ashtalakshmi, symbolize the 8 sources of wealth. Lakshmi, etymology and epithets. Thank you, Wikipedia. Lakshmi in Sanskrit is derived from the root word laks and laksa, meaning to perceive, observe, know, understand, and goal, aim, objective, respectively. These roots give Lakshmi the symbolism, know and understand your goal. Observe, perceive, know, understand, reflect, and goal. Laksa meaning, Laks and Laksa meaning. So these roots give Lakshmi the symbolism, know and your goal. A related term is Laksana, which means sign, target, aim, symbol, attribute, quality, lucky mark, auspicious, opportunity. Lakshmi has numerous epithets and numerous ancient stotram and sutras of Hinduism recite of various names such as Shri, radiance, eminence, splendor, wealth. Padma, she who is mounted upon or dwelling in a lotus, or she of the lotus. Kamala or Kamalatmika, she of the lotus and all this. Padma Priya, lotus lover. And this is a big one. Padma Maladhara Devi, goddess bearing a garland of lotuses. And the other one, Padmamukhi, lotus faced, she whose face is as a lotus. Padmakshi, Padmakshi or Padmakshi, lotus eyed, she whose eyes are as beautiful as a lotus. Lotus is very important in Hinduism. Excuse me. Then on the symbolism, iconography, Lakshmi is a member of the Tridevi. She represents Raja's guna and Icha Shakti. All this. So what you were saying, I'm the marriage and all. But did you get me wrong? You see, because here it says that Prophet Muhammad, not lawful to you, are women after this. Why? Ask yourselves, why did God put a stop to his women after this? Not lawful to your women after this. And God has not even put in marriage or anything. It is not lawful for you, Nisa, women. You see how they put to marry in brackets? Because to marry is not put here. Maybe the previous ayat, let's see, okay. It's mentioned in the previous, and from the previous ayat, this ayat continues. Oh. Okay, here we are told, O Prophet, we have made lawful for you your wives, whose bridal dues you have paid. O Prophet, we indeed have made lawful to you your wives, Azwajaka, to whom we have given the bridal money, Ujura Hanna. Now, take this one, take bridal money. This is not bridal, it doesn't mean bridal money. You have enjoyed. Bridal money? To whom you will be enjoying with or something. Pleasure. Right? Ujura Hanna. This is not bridal money. And so if you're a Shia, don't ask for the shock you will be getting if you go to the majlis of Imam Zain al-Abidin, Imam Sajjad, who could not even hear women wailing in Karbala, all covered up. And whom you rightfully possess. From those whom Allah has given to you. And the daughters, paternal, this, that, what is haram and what is halal for you. And this is what is halal for you. Then we come to 51 ayat. You, O Muhammad, may put aside whom you will of them, or take to yourself whom you will, and any that you desire of those from whom you had separated. There is no blame upon you. That is more suitable, that they should be content and not grieve, and that they should be satisfied with what you have given them. Does make this also doesn't really make sense to me. Like if so, they may, yeah. You might go now to them. That is more suitable, that they should be content. There's no blame upon you, right? So go to the ones you have separated. That is more suitable, that they should be content and not grieve, and that they should be satisfied with what you have given them, all of them. And Allah knows what is in your hearts, and ever is Allah knowing and forbearing. Oh my God, this messenger you take as the most, and it's Allah. What is this? He's not satanic. But those female deities, Allah has put rebellious Satans. Not lawful to you are women after this, nor for you to exchange them, wives. Exchange them for wives, even if their beauty were to please you. It doesn't say even if you want to help them, widows or war captives. It says even if their beauty were to please you, except what your right hand possesses. Marriages are sacred and should never be attacked. Did I say anything about marriages not being sacred? But Islam doesn't say marriages are sacred. Islam says it's a contract of enjoying sexual pleasures. And you give money for it. Where does it say in the Quran that marriages are sacred? I asked a Sayyid. It's only in Christian church. Hello, M16. And in the Christians and Jews, perhaps. But I know about the Christian church. This is a sacred marriage. In front of Lord. In the church. You know? But never saw. I haven't had... even Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi told me that no. In Islam, there's no sacred marriage. It's a contractual nikah, sexual intercourse, or sexual intercourse relationship. It's contractual. Who told you? He told me something like this, that in Islam marriage is sacred. Shia Sayyid. I was shocked. After 30 years of my life, I realized in Shia Islam, or on the 30 years of my life, I realized, oh my God, you mean to say that in Islam, marriage is a contract, not sacred. Okay, M16, do you get my point? Sometimes not conveying properly, I get worried, and also very that I haven't conveyed my message properly to you, showing you things here. Do you attack marriages for the sake of prostitution? For the sake of prostitution? Or what is it? Why would you put it in this way and blame me? I was talking about this ayat. Surah Azab ayat 52. So please don't scare me that I have not conveyed what I wanted to convey properly. Not lawful to you are women. It's this verse. It's referring to Prophet Muhammad. God is saying to Prophet Muhammad, not lawful to you are women after. After what? Nor for you to exchange them for wives, even if the beauty were to please you, except what your right hand possesses. Except. So Allah has stopped him, made it unlawful for him to marry women now after this, after something, nor for you to exchange them, just Quran only, wives, even if the beauty were to please you. Not because you want to help them, they are orphans or they are old. Some, or they are, widowed. No, the Quran ayat says itself. So, you applied the same thing, that Allah is attacking marriages for the sake of prostitution, right? To this ayat. Surah Azab ayat 52. And for your information, if you are a Shia Muslim, a Shia Sayyid told me that in Islam, marriages are not sacred. They are a contract. So you applied this. Very good. M16. No, your Allah attacks marriages now for Prophet Muhammad. And for the sake of prostitution and mut'ah. What his right hand possesses. What your right hand possesses. He can still have fun, enjoy this. Pleasure, sexual temporary marriages. According to Shias, marriages come with rights and obligations for both partners in Islam. I never attacked the sacred thing of marriage, the sacred union of marriage. But this, in Islam, there's no sacred union of marriages. That too, to be considered. So you see this, that your Allah has now attacked this marriage for the sake of enjoying what his right hand possess. Meaning, it's like legal prostitution, muta. Right? Okay? Look at your own prophet and his Allah, what they are doing here. Right? And if some ex-Muslim like Gulzar Elia or someone is going to say Sri Krishna married how many women, he's not like Prophet Muhammad. So stop comparing the Islamic thing to the pagan or the polytheist way and of Sri Krishna. Right? Also that. Stop this nonsense of lying and, just on your own opinions and comparing Hinduism to Islam and Islam to Hinduism. Comparing these both religions, they are incomparable. They cannot be compared. Okay? M16, thank you. See you next time, hopefully.